All right, let's talk about something we all have, but most of us don't really use, right? Our calendar. We tend to see it as just a list of things happening to us. But today, we're going to flip that idea on its head. We're going to see how to turn your calendar from a source of stress into your single most powerful strategic tool. So, I want you to do something. Think about your calendar for this week. Just picture it. Does it fill you with a sense of dread? Is it just this chaotic mess of back-to-back meetings? Or does it actually reflect what you want to accomplish? That's the big question here. Is your calendar a source of stress, or is it a source of power?
In this quote, it really just hits the nail on the head. This is the mindset shift we're aiming for. Your calendar isn't just a schedule, it's a shield. It's your personal defense system for protecting your time, your focus, and your energy from all the chaos the world throws at you.
Just look at this slide. This shows you everything. On the left, that's what most of our calendars look like, right? Vague, stressful, tells you basically nothing about what you're supposed to be doing. But on the right, that's an intentional calendar. It is crystal clear, it's actionable, and you can just feel the balance. Our entire goal today is to get you from the calendar on the left to the one on the right.
So where do we even begin? Well, first, we have to start thinking of the calendar as our personal battle map. It's where we lay out our strategy for the week. It's how we make sure we're fighting the right battles and actually winning them. And building on that idea, we get to what is, without a doubt, the most foundational rule of this whole system. Seriously, if you only take one thing away from all this, please make it this one. Your calendar has to be your single source of truth. So what does that actually mean? It means you have to stop splitting your life up. No more separate work calendar, personal calendar, and a dozen sticky notes on your monitor. When every single thing lives in one place, you get a real, honest picture of your time. This is how you prevent that horrible sinking feeling of realizing you double-booked your dentist appointment with a massive work meeting. And when I say everything, I mean everything. This isn't just for meetings. We're talking about the time you need for deep, focused work. Your trip to the gym, your commute to and from the office, even that 30-minute block you need to just clear out your inbox. The rule is simple. If it takes up your time, it deserves a spot on the map. Okay, so once you have everything living in one place, the next mission is to make it instantly easy to understand. You shouldn't have to squint and study your calendar just to figure out what your day looks like. You should know in a second. And this is where color coding becomes your absolute superpower. See, your brain processes images way faster than text. So if you assign a color to a category, you can do what I call the squint test. You can just glance at your week, and even with your eyes half closed, you can see the balance. Is it a sea of yellow? You're in meeting hell. Not enough blue? You know you're not getting any real work done.
This brings us to another killer tactic. Use verbs, not nouns. An entry on your calendar that just says Project X is basically useless. When that time block rolls around, you're going to waste the first 10 minutes just trying to remember what you were supposed to do. But a block that says Draft Q3 social media captions, that's not a mystery, that's an instruction. You can get started immediately.
Okay, this next part, this is where we go from being pretty good at this to being a true pro. It's all about scheduling the work that's normally invisible. You know, the stuff that secretly blows up our best-laid plans.
Look, we're not robots. We can't teleport between meetings, physically or mentally. But for some reason, we schedule them back-to-back all the time. The solution is to build in buffers. For every important meeting, you literally schedule time to prepare beforehand, and you schedule time to decompress and organize your thoughts afterward. Trust me, this is a total game changer.
And please, remember this one. If you don't schedule your life first, work will expand to fill every single second of available time. So, before you let a single work meeting onto your calendar, you block out your gym time, your family dinners, your time to just shut down for the day. Treat them like an appointment with your most important client, because that's what they are.
So, now you've designed this beautiful intentional calendar. That's great. But how do you protect it? Because I guarantee you, the world is going to immediately try to tear it apart with endless requests and interruptions. This section is all about defense.
Here is an incredibly simple but powerful hack. I want you to go into your calendar settings right after this and change your default meeting times. Instead of 60 minutes, make it 50. Instead of 30, make it 25. This automatically builds those vital little breaks and transition times right into your day, and you don't even have to think about it.
And from now on, before you click accept on any meeting invitation, just run it through this quick mental checklist. Ask yourself, does this absolutely have to be a meeting, or could it just be an email? Am I even the right person to be there? You have to be ruthless. It is perfectly okay to decline a meeting and just ask for the notes afterward. And finally, a great system isn't something you just set up once and then forget about. It needs maintenance. These are the habits, the rituals that make sure your calendar stays a sharp tool for clarity and doesn't just turn back into a cluttered mess.
You need to schedule a recurring meeting with yourself. Call it your CEO hour. This is non-negotiable time, maybe every Friday afternoon, where you look back at what worked last week and, more importantly, you look ahead. You strategically place your big priorities for next week on the calendar before it fills up with everyone else's requests.
You know, over time, our calendars collect what you could call debt. Those recurring meetings that maybe had a purpose once, but now they just happen out of habit. So once a month, put on your accountant hat. Audit every single one of those meetings. If one of them consistently has no agenda or provides zero value, you have to get rid of it.
Which really brings us right back to the central idea. The state of your calendar is a direct reflection of the state of your mind. A disciplined, intentional calendar doesn't just make you more productive, it gives you mental clarity, it lowers your anxiety, and it empowers you to actually live your life on purpose. So I'll leave you with this question. Not just a thought, but a challenge. Look at your calendar for this coming week. What is the one block of time, whether it's for deep work, for your health, for your family, what's the one block you are going to schedule right now and protect like it's the most important meeting you have all week? Because you know what? It probably is.